What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Rhea and Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Wednesday. Happy Wednesday.
Slumber party.
We are in pajamas right now. There is a Barstool store sale going on. Today's the last day, 20% off. Shop all your Chicks in the Office merch. I have a blanket on. It's not a blanket. I'm using a sweatshirt as a blanket.
It's freezing in here.
Chicks in the Office 70s hoodie, which we love. And we got our cozy PJs on.
This could be a tough... I keep thinking that this could be a tough angle. These are, they're little teeny tiny shorts.
Yeah, I'm covering my legs. Also because I'm cold, but
it is cold in here. It's always fucking cold in here.
It's freezing in here. It's just a problem.
We're back to complaining about how cold the studio is. Remember when we would do that like every episode? When we were recording the old podcast studios, it would always be cold in the...
It's just cold in this office in general. There's everyone's changing the thermostat back and forth. But
we are in a thermostat battle.
Yes, we are. But yeah, comfy, cozy. Shop the store.barstoolsports.com. We'll put the link in the descriptions where you guys listen.
20% off. I actually I
love these pajamas.
Love these pajamas. For a second, I will they are so comfy.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, these are a brand new pair because I couldn't wear the ones that I've washed the ones that I've had so many times because I wear them all the time that I was like, ooh, for camera, I gotta get a fancy fresh pair, you know?
Same with me. The shorts I love, even separately, like the shorts I love throwing with a big t-shirt or just both together if you're feeling cute. So shop that away. More exciting news, the 20th anniversary Barstool Awards are next Wednesday.
It was announced.
And we will be doing red carpet coverage. Joey and Pat will be on the red carpet. We're going to be there. We are not 100% sure how the setup is going, but we are splitting the coverage with Joey and Pat.
Yeah.
They will be doing some red carpet stuff. We will be talking to the nominees and all of that.
One red carpet show with all four of us.
Yes. Yeah. And that will be a ton of fun, and it'll be a big night. And the tickets are probably already sold out by the time you guys will listen to this because I think they're putting
were they on sale?
They're going to be on sale Wednesday, so that's when this comes out. But I don't know exactly what time. I think noon. So maybe look out for that unless they're already gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be at the House of Blues in Boston. It's going to be so much fun. Excited. Just fun little day in Boston with everybody here. That'll be a lot of fun. And yeah, not really much going on in the pop culture world either, but we will talk about it. We will talk about the stuff that's going on.
I do have a question to pose to you, and I've saved it because I feel like maybe it's not really, Noah, don't perk up. It's not really a discussion for you. It's a girl question.
Okay. You know that Fran and I are in the middle of wedding planning season. I also know at least 5 other people that got engaged this summer.
So
it was
many.
A big summer for engagements, happy moments. So everybody's getting their planning going. But sometimes with a little planning, you need a little help. And that is where Zola comes into play. It's not just about the big day. It's about all the days in between. If you've been to a wedding recently, then you've probably heard of Zola. You maybe even have one of their invites with you right now. It's where you'll find your venue or your wedding vendors. It's where you'll create your free wedding website so guests can RSVP and buy you those amazing gifts. But there's also so much more. There's a budget tracker, which can be very, very helpful. A tool to grab all of your guests' addresses if you want anyone to come to your wedding. That's very important. And checklists to keep you focused. You can also turn to Team Z, Zola's free expert advisors, to answer any questions you may have along the way, or the Zola community full of other couples just like you who are also in need of help and know what you're going through. Start planning at Zola.com. That's ZOLA.com. Zola.com. ZOLA.com.
Okay, so I've been seeing on the talk that there's been, I haven't seen too many videos, a few, so I can't really say it's everywhere. It's not. It's just, I saw a couple.
Mm-hmm.
But I have had this conversation with my big group of friends, and it's always been a back and forth. Do you wear underwear when you go to the gym?
Most of the time, yes, I do.
I have been seeing so many, not that many.
I saw Khloe Kardashian was
a bunch of people talking about how they do not wear underwear when they go to the gym.
I quite frankly think it's disgusting. There have been times that I have not, very, very rarely.
Yeah.
There have been times that I haven't, in case of not emergency, but like trips, like Chicks in the Office trips, right? if I packed, which I usually overly pack underwear, but if I feel like I didn't pack enough underwear and I want fresh undies, then I will save my underwear, not wear them. You know what I mean? Because then you have to change your underwear after the gym. If you don't, that's disgusting. So only in rare cases, but I also imagine like my vagina rubbing against my thighs. Because even I have gone for a walk without underwear on and I don't like the feeling.
So I tried it because I was like, you know what? Let's see what happens. I tried it and I don't know how you must be in black. I don't know how else you could possibly do this if you're not in black leggings or black, bike shorts, whatever it is. They weren't like a super light color, but it was a lighter color. Actually, you know what? I've done it twice now. I did it with one that was a lighter color. This was a while ago because you could really see the underwear underneath. And I was like, you know what? I'll just wear it.
That's also another case, yeah.
And so I was like, okay, whatever. The way I ran out of there when I was done, because I had sweat. You could see it. It was literal vagina ass crack sweat. And I was like, your underwear is a sweat catcher. The underwear soaks it all up so that it doesn't seep through the outside. And then I did it this morning and I was wearing like a very dark purple bike shorts. And I was like, I'm going to try this again, but with a darker shade. Because I was like, the last time was a disaster.
Now, why do you keep trying it?
Because
do you like the way it feels?
I do. It's like, I don't know. It also depends on what my laundry day is. Because I like to wear the seamless underwear.
Yes, those are comfortable.
When I'm working out. Like if all I have clean is like lace underwear, I'm like, oh God, it's uncomfortable. And that's what I had. Like I was like, oh, I just have this lace underwear. I was like, I do not want to do this. So I was like, here we go again. I was like, it's been a few months. I'll take this for a spin again. I have one friend who literally does not wear underwear ever. And when we found that out, we were like, what?
That's crazy.
Like yeah. So I put on the dark purple bike shorts, and it wasn't terrible, but I kept feeling like I had to keep checking to make sure that I wasn't like sweating through them. Right. So I don't know. Maybe if you do it a ton of times, your body like adjusts to it or something.
I don't know if that's how it works.
I don't know.
Well, you know what's funny? I did have that thought.
And then there's the other stuff.
Yep. No, 100.
Which is what I saw one girl talking about. I know. I saw one girl talking about on TikTok. She's I'm spacing on her name, but her TikToks are great. And Sophia, something with an S. She comes up on my For You page all the time. She makes like good high protein meals, like things like that. And she was like, I stopped wearing underwear, and she felt like, and she feels like her discharge has lessened. Really? It's like I don't even really have to deal with it anymore.
Or maybe it's dripping onto things she doesn't realize.
I have no idea, but I'm not willing to try.
No, there have been times, like I said, rare cases where I have not worn underwear, and I always feel way more comfortable with underwear on. Yesterday, I was at the gym and I was wearing underwear, and I bent over and I was wearing like they were very tight biker shorts, almost booty short level. Yeah. And I bent over to pick something up. That's kind of what I was wearing. And I was really sweaty. And I had a thought like, oh my God, did everyone just see my sweat? And then I was like, wait, no, I'm wearing underwear. If I wasn't wearing underwear, you would be able to see it.
Sweat catcher. It soaks it
all up. That's why you must change your undies after the gym.
I know. Well, I hope.
I hope I don't need to make an announcement to do that.
But it was just like, there's just some people out there who literally have gone their whole lives where they just never wear underwear to work out.
Or in general.
And I will say, not to be creepy now, because now I've the thoughts in my head, and I'm like,
you've been looking around.
I'm really looking at the other girls, because a lot of times you can tell, like you can see a line or something. Leggings can be thin, like unless you're in a really thick legging, like you can kind of tell. And now I'm just like staring at people's hip ass region, being like, and I will say, it kind of feels like a lot of people are not in underwear, but
I feel like it's kind of split.
Yeah,
and maybe I'll try it again. Maybe I won't. I don't know. It's gonna depend on the day.
It just really,
I'm not
it
totally
really threw
against
me off.
it.
I'm not totally against it.
I'm not totally
split.
comfortable with
But
it.
I think I am black only.
Mm-hmm.
Like it hides it a little bit more.
Yeah.
The lighter colors, you are, when I tell you when I wore the lighter ones, it was a V of sweat.
Yeah, like I'm right here.
And one line on the back.
And that's natural, honey.
I was like, God damn it.
And that's just how the human body works.
Yeah, I mean, look, you sweat.
You're gonna sweat.
You're gonna sweat.
You're working
and,
out.
And you should sweat.
And if you didn't sweat, then you didn't go hard enough.
Exactly. But
you didn't fucking go hard enough.
But I really am just interested by the women now that are fully commando all the time.
It's impressive.
Sounds like it might be Fran, but I think I would be.
It's not.
I'd be worried
Trust
about
me,
it the whole time.
Recently, I wore jean shorts with no undies. So uncomfortable.
Wait, I did that too.
It's so uncomfortable.
I kind of liked it.
Really? I didn't.
Jean shorts, I didn't mind. I felt like there was kind of a breeze, but it was still.
But that also makes me like.
But it was still protected.
Right,
like in a dress. I've done it before in a dress, not by choice, but like literally solely because
you could see
underwear
the line.
lines. And I'm like, all right, this is how it's gonna go. And I hate that. Hate that. The dress I can't do. Like I feel like I waddle.
Yeah. I agree. No, jean short, like you said, the breeze, like I'm almost like a flap's gonna pop out.
Exactly.
In your shorts.
Yeah, I did think that too, but
it is. If it happens, it happens, right? A show, a show.
If it happens, it happens.
Good question though. I also saw that on the internet.
Yeah, I feel like that kind of just felt like I read some kind of prompt that we then discussed as a group. But I was thinking about it last night, and it was something we have not discussed.
No, that's a good discussion.
Because everybody's different, and really, it was we were disgusted with one of my friends when she told us that she never wears underwear when she really like never when she works out. Like never when she works out. We were floored.
And
Couldn't
is
believe
she
it.
proud of herself?
Yeah, she was like, I'm good to go. Well, do you wash your like leggings or your workout stuff after every time you use it?
Leggings, yes, not my sports bra.
Yeah.
Sports bra, I can go with using twice in a row.
Yeah.
I have to wash my leggings.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same too. I feel like I kind of always have to wash it. And then they were like, somebody was like, no, just don't. I don't even wash my leggings that much. I was like, what?
You know what? When you start finding out people's habits,
I know,
it really opens your eyes a little bit.
Yeah,
you don't need. It's almost like don't even tell me because I won't know.
No, I mean I've been going a long time without knowing that information.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, what's? I feel like most people probably wash it
I'll admit
after
something.
every use.
Now I just said you don't need to know, but I'll admit something.
Okay.
I sometimes rewear socks.
We're sharing. I will do that when I absolutely have to.
Same.
And I will do that when, in my mind, I didn't wear the socks for that long. Mm-hmm. Like if it was a pair of socks I had on all day.
Yeah, like you really wore them.
You really wore them? No. But if there's a pair that I was like, okay, I walked to Walgreens and back, and then I immediately took off my sneakers and socks, and I wore them for like a half hour. Put them back on.
I mean, those have a full day left in them.
Yeah, totally.
You can't. You can't be.
They barely clocked
those.
any hours.
They barely saw the light.
Exactly. Your foot's not sweating that much at that point.
No, even if it's like 2 hours of the day.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll be like, I'm gonna pop these bad boys on for a second day. Get some more use in them.
That's another thing where it falls into the travel category. Like when you're packing a suitcase and you're like, oh fuck, that was my last pair of socks.
And you're like, well, gonna have
one of these ones from this past week's going back on.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have to rewear these on the trip.
Yeah.
They are fresh.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the rest of the topics for today. We have cutting stems at the end of the show, but we're going to be talking about all the drama from the Blindside movie, and the real people are speaking out, and the light is coming the truth is coming to light.
Right. Or is it?
Or is it? That's the question that is being proposed.
Or is it?
Keke Palmer is coming out with a new song with Usher called Boyfriend, because we all know what happened there. And if you don't, we'll catch you up. Britney Spears may be sitting down with Oprah for an interview, which I think we can all be interested in. Ashley Olsen just had a baby. Actually, not just. She had a baby a couple months ago, and now we know. And Zooey Deschanel is engaged. So just a nice little catch up for pop culture for you. So let's get into it. I can't stop telling people how easy it is to order stuff from Instacart whenever I'm at a friend's house, family's house. I'm like, guys, let's just order from Instacart. It'll come here within an hour. It's going to be great because I use Instacart weekly. Once again, I got my groceries delivered this week through Instacart. It is so easy because sometimes you're spending the day at the pool. You're spending the day at the beach. You don't feel like going to the grocery store. So you say, you know what? I'm going to use Instacart to get everything delivered straight to my home. And they're also going to help you out with the Instacart shopper. They message you, they can't find something, they replace it for you. They're great. Trust me, I am using Instacart weekly, multiple days a week at this point. That's how much I love it. It's so convenient. With delivery via Instacart, you can easily order your groceries in as fast as 1 hour, or summer essentials or makeup. I've gotten makeup delivered. I've gotten notebooks delivered. I've gotten gift bags delivered. Instacart, there are tons of stores, over 1,200 stores and 80,000 locations to choose from. And the Instacart shoppers are great, like I said. Visit instacart.com/chicks to get $30 off your first order of $80 or more, and also get free delivery on your first 3 orders. Minimum $10 per order for free delivery. Offers valid for a limited time. Additional terms do apply. You must be 21 or over for alcohol delivery where available. All right, the Blind Side drama. Okay, where do we even begin? So, as you know, The Blind Side is a beloved movie.
Beloved.
About a family who adopts Michael Oher. And, you know, he becomes a great football player. And they basically act like Michael Oher has nothing. And now Michael Oher is saying that the real family in real life has made millions off of the Blind Side movie and have given him nothing. And also that a lot of the stuff in the movie is not accurate. He played football before. He had seen a bed before. Like there are just...
But like that's the stuff that we've all known.
Yes.
You know,
like, that's been talked about for years. That some of the stuff in the movie was fabricated. But now it's coming that the family has made millions off of The Blind Side and he had no idea until now. And now it's conflicting reports from both the family and him. Yeah, it is interesting, right? He filed a petition in Tennessee, Michael Oher did, alleging that Sean and Leanne Toohey lied about adopting him when he was a high school student. And in the petition, Michael alleges that less than 3 months after he turned 18 in 2004, instead of formally adopting him into their family, the couple falsely advised him to sign a document that made them his conservators as part of the process, giving them the legal power to complete business deals in his name. The lie of Michael's adoption, is one upon which co-conservators Leanne and Sean Toohey have enriched themselves at the expense of their ward, the undersigned Michael Oher, the legal filing state. Michael Oher discovered this lie to his chagrin and embarrassment in February of 2023 when he learned that the conservatorship to which he consented on the basis that doing so would make him a member of the Toohey family, in fact, provided him no familial relationship with the Tooheys. The sports film ultimately grossed over $300 million. Since at least August of 2004, conservators have allowed Michael specifically and the public generally to believe that conservators adopted Michael and have used that untruth to gain financial advantages for themselves and the foundation which they own or which they exercise control, the petition claims. All monies made in said manner should in all conscience and equity be disgorged and paid over to the said ward, Michael Oher. The legal filing claims that the movie paid the Tooheys and their 2 children $225,000 each, plus 2.5% of the film's defined net proceeds. The document also alleges that while the deal allowed the Tooheys to profit from the movie, a separate contract purportedly signed by Oher appears to give away the life right to his story without any payment whatsoever. However, Oher alleges that he doesn't know whether the signature was forged, adding that he at no time ever willingly or knowingly signed this document, nor was an explanation provided to him. He also claims that the Tooheys used their power to strike a deal that paid them and their children millions of dollars in royalties. And yeah, so basically he's claiming that
the Toohey family has made millions off of his name. Now, the Toohey family has said that that is not true. Sean, the father, has said that the only money they made from the movie was a deal that they made with the author of the book to receive like half of his earnings from it. And it was like $14,000 each or something like that. SJ, the son, was actually on Barstool Radio on Monday, and he said that he was like, I wish I was a multimillionaire. You know, I'm not. I don't have that. They're both very much in both of the, you know, father and son, both in the camp of like, you know, this is very sad, and we loved him then, we'll love him now, we'll love him in the future. It's, you know, it's sad to see it go down like this. SJ was like, you know, I won't say a bad thing about him. Like, it's just, it sucks that this has to go down publicly like this now. And, you know, Michael Orr is basically like, hey, we'll see. I would like to really just have this continue, this discussion or whatever, continue within the legal proceedings. So I don't know. It's the part that's interesting to me is he didn't find out any of this information until February of 2023. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Like, how is that so hidden?
I don't have a strong stance on what I believe.
Yeah.
Because I really think it could go either way.
Right.
You know, like, there are things that get hidden for a really long time.
Yeah.
But also, because why would he be saying this? That's my question. It's like, what, he just made this up out of thin air, and he's like, yeah, they've been making millions, and I just found out.
I mean, this is a money thing, right? Like, at
Right.
the end of the day, it feels like he is doing this because he feels like he is owed this money.
Mm-hmm.
Whether that money really did exist in that large amount, or, you know, he wants the money.
Right. That is a good point too, because I also think they have no reason to lie either, right? Like, at this point, they're going to get caught if they did make millions of dollars.
And it's just, right, like that's
why I don't have an
me.
exact strong stance on what I believe here.
Right, and how do we not know how much money they made? How can we not, like, how is that not,
how does nobody from
like, how is that
movie,
paperwork something that
Yeah.
can be shared? Or, I mean, maybe it will be in now that they've taken this to court, right? But if Michael's petition is claiming that they each made $225,000 off the movie and millions after that, the dad saying that's not true, like, well, I feel like it's pretty easy to prove that, unless the Toohey family is very good at hiding money. They've got offshore accounts. They're fucking laundering this money. I don't know. Like, it's how else do you not have that information?
And they could very well be telling the truth, and he could still be trying to, like,
right. At the end of the day, too, like, if it was a conservatorship and he has been unable to make money off of his own name or anything that he does, they make money off of, that feels like trickery and doing that behind his back. And also, that's like hurt too, to think that you were, if what he is claiming is true, and to think that he was adopted, to really have like the actual, I am in this family, when that was never actually part of it, would be very sad.
Yeah, and adoption and conservatorship is way
incredibly different. Yeah. So I feel like that is interesting, right? Like, so he said, the father had said that they didn't make any money off the movie, but later clarified to say Michael Lewis, the author, look what I said, gave half of his share. Everyone in the family got an equal share, including Michael. It was about $14,000 each. Michael told the New York Post on August 14th, "This is a difficult situation for my family and me. I want to ask everyone to please respect our privacy at this time. For now, I will let the lawsuit speak for itself." And so it's just very interesting. I don't,
came out of nowhere. Everyone's
really
upset now because people love this movie.
It is a beloved movie, but once again, you got to remember, like,
it's a movie.
It's a movie, even though it is, quote, based on a true story. We've known that they took some creative liberties in telling that story, and most based on true stories they do, because they got to jazz it up.
Absolutely.
They make it as dramatic as possible.
I am very interested to see the outcome, though.
Right, like how, I don't know, like does this go to court now? I don't know.
Give us the outcome.
I do not know.
We want to know the truth.
I do not know the future of the legal proceedings here.
Neither do I.
It's time to look at that old razor in the shower and upgrade. You know, you have that razor that you've had for a while. It's getting gunky, or like the blades aren't as good anymore. Well, you should switch to an Athena Club razor, and it's one of the best ones out there. The best part of the Athena Club razors is that the razor kit is only $10. It comes with 2 blade heads, a magnetic hook for the shower, and your choice of handle color. It's designed with built-in skin guards to help prevent razor burn while being gentle on curves. Plus, the razor blade is surrounded by a water-activated serum with shea butter and hyaluronic acid, which is a holy grail for skincare. If you use that, maybe in a serum for your face, having it be a part of your razor is so great for your skin. And with Athena Club, you never have to think about blade refills because you choose how often you want your replacement blades shipped to you. And you can find them now in Target stores nationwide. So it's super easy to swing by one of the many Target stores, whatever you need more blades. Athena Club also has the most amazing shave foam that will leave your skin soft, hydrated, and smooth. The Cloud Shave Foam is amazing. It's my favorite shaving cream. I do not shave without it. I highly recommend trying it out. So switch to the better razor and show your skin you care with Athena Club. Get started today by shopping in-store at Target stores nationwide. Just head to the shaving aisle to find the razor kit, Cloud Shave Foam, wax strips, and razor refills.
Moving on, Keke Palmer is profiting off of the fact that her boyfriend blew up her spot when she was at the Usher show dressed in a hot outfit.
Yep.
And now she is making a song with Usher called Boyfriend, which I think is,
genius.
She's getting out on top.
Yeah.
She's like, why not collaborate with Usher?
Miss Keke P.
Come out with a great song, which, by the way, she also posted a hilarious picture the other day, or multiple pictures, with the caption of, do you remember the video of Selena Gomez? Like, yeah, I put blue in my hair. It's the Teen Vogue party.
Yeah. Yes.
Keke Palmer put blue in her hair and she wrote it's for the Teen Vogue party. So obviously everyone loved that because it's such a classic video.
Yeah.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up because it's so funny. And you know what? I love Keke Palmer. I think Keke Palmer is great. I think she's awesome. I think she is always, coming out on top, doing her thing. And why wouldn't you want to make a song with Usher?
Right. And so what was, I forget the exact...
he was like, you're a mom going out dressed like that.
Right.
But I really think the reason he got mad was that because she was vibing with Usher. And I think that's where the jealousy came into play. And then he started going after the way she was dressed, which she looked amazing. Obviously, it's Keke Palmer.
Oh, he wrote, it's the outfit though, ... you a mom. Mm-hmm. Which really set everybody... What's the word I'm looking for?
Up and off.
Set everybody off.
Set everybody up.
Yeah, it was just like, because it was just, I mean, she looked great. She was having fun. She was at an Usher concert. She sold I'm a Mother t-shirts. She did a lot of things. And I'm curious, what? Are they good?
No, they broke up.
They broke up?
I'm pretty sure they broke up.
Did they?
I think people said they unfollowed each other.
Oh, you're right. I do remember that they had said that they unfollowed each other. So a song is smart, like you said. A mid-relationship drama is what people says. So I don't know if they've broken up or...
Well, I can promise you he is not going to be happy about a song between Keke Palmer and Usher called Boyfriend.
Right, exactly. If he didn't like that, he's not, I'm sure. Which means it's just which honestly makes me respect it even more that she's doing it,
I love it.
Exactly. So, after he wrote another tweet. And he responded to it. I forgot.
And any new music from Usher will take.
They've addressed the comment and what it meant and talking about that, but not necessarily what it's done with to their relationship.
She may be,
but I'd imagine
keeping that private for right now.
I'd imagine that he wouldn't be like, oh yeah, do this.
The lyrics in the song will tell.
Right, exactly.
We'll know from that.
Yep.
Rumors that Britney Spears is sitting down with Oprah Winfrey for an interview. Who knows if that's true or not.
The book
we would all want it, obviously.
Right. The book is coming out pretty soon, right? October. So have that sit down interview. Have that discussion. I feel like sometimes the press for a tell-all book is interesting because you're telling it all in the book, you know? Like, it's like you're just, of course you can discuss the things that you revealed in the book, but you got to read the book. There's so much, all the juicy stuff.
And then you expect in the interview to know everything.
You want even more information.
You want more and you want them to open up on the book, but then they're like, no, you got to buy the book.
Yeah.
But I think with Oprah, she would actually say what's going on.
No, definitely. I mean, and I do love this role for Oprah, where she just comes in,
gets the
twice
juice
a year. Like, she just, she gets the big stars to sit down, and that's who they still want to talk to. It's like Harry and Meghan. When they wanted to do a sit down, it was like, well, it's Oprah. Mm-hmm. Britney wants to do a sit down, Oprah. Mm-hmm. That's the dream.
It's the formula. Everybody's going to watch a sit-down Oprah interview.
Uh-huh.
That's just the way it goes.
I mean, everybody's going to watch any sit-down interview with Britney.
True.
She can just choose who she wants across from her.
Hey, Britney.
Couch is looking real nice.
Really lonely these days.
Yeah. Imagine she was just like, you know what? These two girls, they're the ones. They go on their show.
Britney, please, for the love of God, that would be amazing. Just 2 quick congratulations. Ashley Olsen welcomed a baby Otto months ago.
I just, let me say this about the Olsens. I applaud them on their level of privacy. It is unbelievable.
It's impressive.
We joke so much that it's so hard for these celebrities to keep their lives private. Maybe they just want us to believe that, where they're like, oh, privacy, it's just so hard. Well, clearly, if you don't want to be seen or you don't want the news to come out, you can do it.
I think if you don't want to be seen, you cannot be seen. I think if you want to be seen, then you are.
Right.
I really
at the end
think
of the
there's
day,
different
everyone
levels
wants to
it.
be seen.
Right. And I think there's certain jobs, yes, people want to know everything you're doing. But famous people, they want to be seen. They have a name to keep out there. They are Mary-Kate and Ashley, they don't got to make any more money.
Mary-Kate and Ashley.
They are designers.
Yes.
They have lived a whole life growing up in the spotlight.
Exactly. They were out there for the world to see for so long at such a young age. Now they live a very private life. It is, like I said, hey, oh, by the way, I had a baby multiple months ago. Nobody knew. Nobody had any suspicions. It was just announce it on her own time.
Boom, baby.
Yep. It was very nice. Very exciting.
And a congrats to Zooey Deschanel, who is engaged to a property brother, right?
Yeah, I forget which one. Honestly, I'm going to be nice about this, but it gives me a little giggle every time I see them together,
Why?
I just...
Be nice.
Property brother, it's just,
hey, she found love.
Yes, 100%. Something about the two of them together, I forget that they're still kicking it, and obviously doing so well. Interesting ring.
They are
not my
interesting
style.
Ring. Yes, I was gonna say I don't want to say it is not for me.
Not for me.
But it is for Zooey.
But certainly fits Zooey. I feel like she is. It feels fitting for her. Not that we know her personally, and to be quite honest. This is probably unfair of me as well, but I really do sometimes see her as Jess from New Girl, in real life, and that is a character. But sometimes I see her, I'm like, oh well, they have the same personality.
Oh,
they don't.
Oh, Jess would want that ring.
I'm like, oh, that ring would be so perfect for Jess. She's not Jess, but it would be perfect for Jess.
Maybe there's a little part of her that is Jess.
It would be perfect
that has not
for Jess.
died off.
Yeah. So yeah, and that's very exciting. I don't. What are their names? Jeremy,
Zach,
and the Property Brothers. That is not good on my part.
It's not good on mine either. It's not good on either of our parts.
Jonathan. I was close. Oh, sorry to the. You know what? I do not watch.
Sorry
a lot
to the
of,
masses.
I do not watch a lot of renovation shows. Jonathan and Drew. Scott are the Property Brothers, and Jonathan is engaged to Zooey Deschanel. I just,
and it's a funky ring.
Right. It's one of those couples that they found each other. Yeah, no, I am very happy for them. Couldn't be happier.
All right. That wraps up the topics.
Okay. Cutting stems.
Maybe something more interesting will happen this week.
Yeah, this is, we always joke in summer where things like kind of start to slow down a little bit. Midweek, August.
They're getting their last vacay days in.
100. Everybody is.
September's going to come around. Fashion Week's going to start.
Everybody is.
We're going to blow your socks off, all right, with the amount of news we're going to hit you with soon.
And then there's no news things.
Yeah,
people we're on strike still.
Nobody's doing interviews.
No.
Well, if they did interviews prior,
right, and they're just having it come out now, but still.
Yep. All right, cutting stems time.
All right, let's talk about the Men Tell All. We have Trent, we have Kelly, we have Coors Light, nice ice cold Coors Light. Gonna crack this bad boy open. When your nails are just, oh, there we go, nice, crisp. Mountains, nice and blue, ready to go. Everyone, this summer especially, I think you're getting that relaxation time in. Maybe you went on a vacation, which leads you to dream about that time when you eventually get to retire and enjoy all the freedom that comes with it. But who says that we have to wait decades before we get to kick back and chill out? So take advantage of that free will and spend the summer chilling like a retiree, and pair those moments with Coors Light, the beer that's made to chill. It pairs well with that retired state of mind, and the mountains on the bottles and cans even turn blue when your beer is cold, so you know when it's time to grab another, like this one right here, ice cold. It's perfect for all your summer plans or lack thereof. No judgment here. So whether you're headed to the beach this summer, you're going out, you're traveling, vacation, pair it with a nice ice cold Coors Light. Maybe you're going to some concerts. I've been to a bunch recently. Having a nice cold beer is so enjoyable. Coors Light this summer. Chill like you're retired with Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door with Drizzly or Instacart by going to CoorsLight.com/chicks. And always celebrate responsibly from Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. All right, everyone, welcome back to Cutting Stems, the Bachelorette After Show. The whole squad is here, ready to talk about the Men Tell All, which is, not to immediately bring the mood down, but it is my least favorite episode of
Same.
any episode that they do. I find the Women Tell All to be a better episode.
I couldn't agree more.
The Men Tell All, the men...
They don't tell all.
They just don't really bring much to the table in this scenario.
The men don't tell much. I always think
just always a sorry totally. Parade.
I always think that if there's ever an episode of The Bachelor, Bachelorette each season to skip, it's this one. If you're not like a diehard fan or you're not really looking for that nitty gritty drama, which we got a little bit of that today. But if you aren't a fan of like the guys on the season, I think that makes a difference too.
Yeah.
Like if you really liked the cast of the season, then you'll be interested in what they have to say and them going after each other and whatever. Same with the women whenever it comes out. But if you don't really care about any of the other guys and you only care about like Charity and her story and what's happening to her at the end, you're not really going to care about Brayden fighting with every single person on the panel for the whole time. So,
and even Brayden fighting with everybody, it was just like. He didn't really change the way he felt about it. That was kind of it. It was like, yeah, that's what I thought.
I didn't realize how close him and Tanner were. That was like a part of it.
Brayden and Tanner?
Yeah. But they still, Tanner was still kind of giving him a little shit.
He was.
Yeah.
But they were saying, basically, the one thing that I thought was interesting from Brayden was him saying he was friends with a lot of guys in the house. And then when they would go on these dates, and they would start talking shit about him. That's where he was like most offended. But I'm with you guys overall in a Men Tell All episode. Not the greatest episode of television you're ever going to see.
No.
He didn't get booed though, Brayden, when they brought him out.
No.
I was surprised by that. I thought we'd get some boos.
Yeah, but it's all like it's all a cheap laugh, It's like
true.
Oh, he's going to come up. He's going to bring Jesse Palmer earrings.
Stole my bet.
Stole your bit.
Stole your whole
Already
bit.
did it. Already did it.
Already
Already
did it. Did it a month ago.
Yep.
Exactly. He
And it was
made a
funny
joke.
then, and it's not funny now.
That's right.
He pulled the joke right from the internet about ex-intern Hot Sean looking like Prince Charming from Shrek. He was like, comes in here looking like Prince Charming from Shrek. I was like, every fucking person has already said that.
Yep.
It's not funny. Like, I hate when people think that they are the first to the joke because they saw one meme of it. But it's like, remember that this has been going on for weeks, months now, and we've all seen it, and now you look foolish.
Braden's just confirmed going to be on Paradise. That's what they,
Showed a clip.
confirmed that. Yeah. Which
I guess they filmed already. I didn't realize they already.
Totally. It's already
so
done.
they filmed that before Mental All. That's kind of crazy. When did they film Mental All? Like last week? 2 weeks ago?
I mean, they filmed Mental All, I don't know. My guess would be 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Right.
It's always kind of. They filmed Paradise for like 2 weeks.
Right. It's a quick
Right.
trip.
And like in June.
Yeah, it's a quick trip. Oh.
Maria, what do you think?
Would you
That's
like
how
to
she
excuse
feels.
yourself?
That's how she feels about Mental All.
It is 11 p.m. I get it.
yeah.
Yawn
We
had a
are
sound
tired after a
effect.
long
Sorry,
day.
I'm so tired, and I didn't watch. So it just makes it hard.
No, it's totally fine.
And
And
I
I
wasn't
will-
on purpose.
I will-
like,
I
have notes if
genuinely
we
am
want.
so
I will
fucking tired.
excuse. I think we will actually all excuse. She asked, and we all said you don't need to watch
Yeah, I
this.
asked, I
bother.
said, should
Yeah.
I watch? And everyone said no. And then we all decided collectively as a group that I've been really good this season.
You have.
So,
Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
you know,
Yes,
had
you
to
have.
There was
redeem
no, like,
myself from
honestly,
last season.
you deserve
I
a
said
treat.
the only thing that is really worth going back and watching is the stuff with Gary.
100%.
That
Oh my God.
and I love him.
Yes.
And the Peter stuff was so weird.
Yeah, I know. We got to
let's get
unpack
into
that.
Let's get
We'll
into
unpack
that. That was like
that.
the
Okay.
first thing that happened
So-
anyway.
So really, like the drama, and I guess maybe this was being discussed on the internet. I just feel like I haven't been as tuned in to the Bachelor chatter online.
Totally
Also,
agree.
because I feel like some of the fan accounts that I follow have also not really cared as much these days. Like, so I don't know where this stuff is living. It's on the Reddit. If it's on other stuff, I don't know. But Pete, Pilot Pete Jr., who's Pete the pilot. This guy was on the first episode. Got sent home. We did not see him like really at all in the first episode.
I had no idea who he was.
But I guess he left a very sour impression in all the guys. And they revealed that, well, really Braden tattled. So that's, Braden tattled.
Of course.
And told,
Snitch, motherfucker.
Crazy.
and told Pete
So just get stitches, bitch.
that
That's right.
when a lot of the cast members posted their cast photos on Instagram being like, hey, Journey starts this day, like so excited, they all put at the bottom of their caption, FP. That's it. And nobody knew what it was. But apparently it stood for fuck Pete. Fuck Peter. That all these
lame.
guys, I mean, this is like,
So
this is like
stupid.
6th grade
Yes.
AIM away message vibe when you would like put in invisible ink the people you hated.
Yeah, or the people that you or like when
Or the people that you loved.
like
I've got a
somebody,
crush on, yeah,
and then
yeah.
it's like in invisible ink, and you, oh my god, my heart broke when my crush. It said Julia, and it,
Oh,
oh my god, it
Oh
fucking
no,
broke my
that is
heart.
the worst feeling in the world.
But it's like,
And
is
then
this
one
is
day
literally
it
an,
changed to Maria?
oh yeah.
yeah, girl, that's right. You got your mans.
One day that invisible ink changed.
Yep.
But I thought
Check
that's
it every
like
day.
super immature, really bizarre. And I guess they also said that they had a cast Zoom post filming where I get maybe they do like a little discussion on before the season starts, whatever. And that Peter was asking about like endorsement deals and like if he could sell t-shirts or something. That's what the other guys were claiming. So they all like really didn't like that. Aaron S needs to fucking chill out.
that
this
guy, yeah.
Like
He is too hype.
turned around and looked at Peter and was like, well, you're a douche or whatever he said. I don't know. It was like very aggressive.
He's also so clearly like on Paradise. You know what I mean? With that attitude.
I
Like,
don't know,
where-
with
where
that
did
his fucking
he already
attitude.
was full of himself, and he already had like a little bit. He needed to be humbled, and now it's on another level.
I
I'm
know.
like,
It's
okay,
the-
well,
the
clearly
high
you've
horse that man
gotten more
lives on.
comfortable
I don't
here.
know. So they all teamed together to do this. The only one that really admitted that it was like rude to do was Xavier. Everyone else was like, oh yeah, sorry we did that. But
Yeah.
but,
My favorite was that
but
they
you
had
it was like, oh
screenshots.
sorry you did that, but you suck.
Yeah. yeah. Like, listen, man, that wasn't funny, but also you were an
But
asshole.
also, yeah, it was like, sorry we did that, but we all really don't like you,
Yeah.
so we actually stick by doing that.
My
go
favorite
ahead.
part was just that they had the screenshots of the post. Like I was like, oh, I had no idea. I didn't even notice this. And the first one they brought up was Sean.
I was
FP in the
thankful
bottom,
that they had
all
those.
of them.
Yeah.
Me too. But it was hilarious. Like
He's-
you're so caught talking shit.
Yeah,
like,
Jesse
that
Palmer. Let's
sucks.
go to the screen, please.
He's
That was
got to be a
amazing.
mega asshole though. This Pete guy, like.
I mean,
I'm-
imagine if all the other guys banded together like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah,
and I'm
something
all right
else.
with an inside joke. Like those guys were all hanging out there. Like we all hate this guy. Let's do this thing where we put FP at the bottom of our Instagram posts. I'm good with that.
That's
But
some
if
crazy.
Braden, of course, being like, "This is what we did," he's such a loser. But
That's just like girl
that
petty
guy-
shit.
You
It
gotta
really
be-
middle school girl.
Yeah,
For
middle
sure.
school girl petty shit.
But I guarantee that dude Pete is an asshole.
yeah.
He wanted to sell shirts. He wanted
Yeah.
endorsement deals.
Yeah.
There's a reason they did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was pretty tail between his legs, I would think, the whole time. Like he came in, he didn't look like he was having a fun time. He wasn't really getting in the drama apart from his own. Like he just was kind of there as like what the fuck, and they just kind of sat there the whole
Yeah,
time. Like he didn't really move the needle otherwise.
You know who I trust?
Who?
John.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what a
John-
pop for him when he came out.
And John, yeah, the crowd loves John.
Love
Right?
him.
And John's got to be going to Paradise. John,
I hope so. Bachelor? Question mark?
yeah, John said that there was a moment on the first night where they were talking and that Pete like turned to the camera kind of and was like, so who do you think's here for the wrong reasons? Like kind of like felt like he was maybe putting on a little bit of an act. So like I said, I trust John in his judgment. And I guess they all really did not fuck with this guy.
The guy I don't remember at all.
You know, sometimes karma just does come into play. It's like, it's such a 50-50 chance on if a guy who really is a jerk makes it far or is just sent home on the first night. Doesn't get a lick of spotlight.
Yeah.
Which he didn't. Honestly, this gave him way more spotlight than anything else.
Totally. Right. So, okay, goodbye. Like,
Right,
who are
exactly.
you now? I'll never think about you again.
Yeah.
FP, fuck Pete.
Okay, so what do we think about Xavier's time on stage with Charity? Charity, I felt like said exactly what we all said last week.
Definitely.
You know, like she was like,
Absolutely.
"Look, you basically said all the wrong things. You could have like." In the one example we kept bringing up too was I don't want to cheat, and she was like,
I have a gun
no,
to my
instead
head,
of
I
saying
have
that,
to.
you say I will not, like I promise I won't do this.
Make a promise, make a commitment to change,
so-
to do anything.
Yeah, it's he seemed very receptive to the criticism and
Said he got a therapist.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
That's, you got to do that. You got to get a therapist when this goes down.
Yeah.
I think you just got to get a therapist in general after leaving this show. Like if
for
you make it
sure.
that far, especially.
For sure.
I also think Xavier just wants to like be single.
Right.
You're like, nobody's pressuring you to settle down, man.
No,
Just
and
be
she
single.
Yeah.
and she even said what I had thought last week too, or how whenever it was like, it's great that you told her. That's great, but you waited too long.
Yeah.
You should have told me 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Because so then I would have kept Aaron as opposed to you. Like this, we would have sorted this out way earlier. It's great that he's being honest. That you want people to be honest with you, but the timing was way off.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think that, I was expecting a few more crocodile tears or something. Like I thought maybe we'd get a little more dramatics from him, but I thought that I can't decide if I rolled my eyes or thought it was cute or not when he went to the audience to pick up the knitted,
knitted
rose,
rose, yeah.
that he made for Charity. And I obviously think that that's ridiculous, but at the same time, we praise that knitting circle so much. If Xavier wasn't this like scumbag piece of shit that cheated on us and is like trying to continue cheating, I would have thought that was cute. But now the entire knitting circle and everything about it has been soiled based on his
I just
behavior.
thought it was so awkward.
No, it was weird.
The moment didn't feel like Charity wanted it to continue.
Totally. And if I was Charity deep down, I'd be like, I'm the fucking Bachelorette. You don't give me a rose.
Yeah, fuck this.
Oh, I would have
Give
loved that.
you
No,
a
that
rose.
is so
Like,
true.
what do
I
you
would've
think you are coming
So
up on stage and
true.
giving me a rose?
Like,
I
oh,
give
thanks.
out the
I give out
roses.
the roses.
Yeah, it goes
I'm
well
the
with what-
star.
She's like Denzel at the end of Training Day,
Yep.
screaming.
Yep.
That would have been awesome.
Right? Like, I bet you deep down she was like, you don't get to give me a rose.
And it would have been one thing if they were connecting again, and if in some world like she was still interested in him, like it would have made sense. It just felt really awkward when it was like, where's he going?
Yep.
And oh, he's got a knitted rose. This is so awkward. Everything about it made my skin crawl.
And I also just don't think that she wants to remember him in any way.
No.
If I look at that knitted rose on my mantle, my fireplace mantle, I'm gonna think, oh wow, there's that guy who lied to me for a really long time, and then at
Yeah.
the very last second, in a foreign country,
Yeah.
told me that he's
Yeah,
cheating.
Jared,
Like she's not keeping that.
That
Especially
knitted
if she's
rose
with someone right
for
now.
sure. That knitted
Exactly.
rose was left in that studio.
There is
No
a
way.
part of Xavier too. Whenever I watch Xavier, I always think what he's trying to do is to look good to the female viewers who are watching.
Yes.
Who are like,
Yes.
Xavier is awesome.
He's like, oh, they're going to eat this up.
he knew he was.
Get in the DMs.
Yeah, he knew he had ground to make up for. Also, I think that's also why he like really overly apologized for the FP thing. Also, you know, he's like, that's not in my character to like do that. Like, it's like, okay, we get it.
Xavier just doesn't need to be on the show. If he wants to be single, that's great.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
doesn't have to
definitely.
be. I wrote in my notes, there was a part where I believe it was maybe before Xavier, after Braden, when Braden was brought onto the stage, and who, I hate to admit it, I liked his sparkly outfit. I hate to admit it. His earrings matched well with it.
Yeah,
He's like, he gives me, like, he wants to be Johnny Depp for real. Like, right? Have we talked about that already? We talked about that already. Yeah.
Yes. And
he just like is dressing like
that.
him. Oh, he did say that himself. He's just cosplaying.
I don't know if we
as
had
Johnny
this
Depp.
debate on this show, but he said to Joe on their podcast that if Grocery Store Joe, he said that living or dead, who would you want to have dinner with? I think was the question. Johnny Depp.
Wow. Okay. So then, yeah. So
you want to be Johnny Depp if that's your
really
answer.
Is doing it on
He
purpose.
kind of looks like him too.
That's what I'm saying. He's like taking over. So I will acknowledge he's doing a good job.
About this. Does he want to be Johnny Depp or does he want to be Pirates of the Caribbean?
Right.
We talked about this because then you went home and watched.
Right.
I did.
No, I
And
remember.
I
wants
want
to be
Jack
Captain.
Sparrow
He
bad.
wants
I
to be
remember
Captain
that,
Jack
but
Sparrow.
I'm here to say that he's pulling it off. This last
Kelly.
thing, just this last
Kelly.
one,
Kelly.
that outfit. You know I don't
I
like him.
kind of agree with you.
You know I don't like him, but I
wish
can't
I
tell a
saw.
lie. I can't tell a lie. He looked like Johnny Depp on that
At
stage.
certain angles, he looks like Johnny
did.
Depp.
He did.
Somebody show me a picture.
And I couldn't.
No.
And I couldn't help it.
Nope.
Well, I
I
can't.
should
find
absolutely
it.
not.
We can't
No.
because it's far in the thing.
Absolutely not.
But
we'll
so
find
okay.
it.
But I also liked that it was. I think
Should have
after
watched.
I know.
after.
She told me. I asked her. She didn't.
No,
She
it was
said
fine.
no.
It was fine.
I really said she didn't know.
It was after that drama. It was after Braden, before Xavier, somewhere in there. Jesse said, he was like, oh, well, we were looking for the tea and now my cup runneth over. Jesse said that. And I wrote it down because
Yeah.
I have
to,
love
again,
in my
credit
heart.
where credit's
I'm not
due.
going to find a picture because obviously nobody like has tweeted pictures of
you're
him
right.
because
Yeah,
nobody's
we have
watched
to go
it.
into the thing.
I have love in my heart for Jesse Palmer. I really do.
No, I do too. I do.
I do too.
I
do
do.
too.
I think he's really trying up there.
He's trying, and I appreciate it. You know, he'll never be what was, but he's trying.
And I did appreciate him scaring the bloopers where he was like still dressed in that Bigfoot costume when he came out and he scared them. I was like, oh, that's
that was silly.
that was silly.
I will say they cut away to a couple videos last night that they didn't have to cut away to. The one about the Kens, they were like, oh, you guys spent more time in the Ken outfits than we showed. And then they showed like a 45-second video of them just walking around in like their Ken outfits.
Trent,
Yeah,
they had so much time to fill.
Yeah.
Clearly, like these guys just like, it just wasn't, none of these guys really had that much drama except for Braden. So it was like, you know, they had to fill the time. They even brought out Trista, Desiree, Deanna, like ex-bachelorettes that were like ex-bachelorettes a long time ago. And really the only reason they brought them up, I mean, I love seeing them. They were great bachelorettes, but it's like they just came up there to tell Charity how great of a job she did. How great she is. I'm like, that's nice.
Those were before my time. I knew none of them. And then the driver in the audience, the Tom,
Right, he didn't even know her name.
he thought it
From
was
the 2-on-1.
Chastity.
That was crazy.
From the 2-on-1, he called her the wrong name.
Called it the wrong name.
I felt like I was on acid when I was
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
that part.
I can't believe they got him in the building. Like, did they airlift him out of the bayou? Like, I don't know where how
there were
he
just
got
parts
there.
where I was like, is this actually happening?
I know. The one part I
It's very
actually really
silly.
did enjoy was from Jesse Palmer as well. When Sean just like took it upon himself to go sit next to Charity.
He's something.
Yeah,
He's something else.
And he went like holy audition for paradise. Like God, he tried to get his moment. He leapt up from his chair. He got up. And then literally like after 2 minutes, Jesse Palmer's like, go back to your seat. No one invited you up here. You got to be invited to come sit in this seat.
He didn't have
And he
anything
was
to
like,
say.
He was like, oh, sorry. right back to his seat.
It's not like he was going up there to like confess his love for her.
No.
He just went up there and he was like, "You're great."
He just wanted his moment.
Yep.
It was a weird episode.
I mean,
Tanner
that
also,
guy,
Tanner
I
was
really-
like, by the way, I just wanted to say, I had a great experience. You're the best, Charity. I was like, okay, Tanner, whatever.
I like
Everybody's
Tanner.
still like, I
Tanner,
do too. I like him a lot.
normal dude Tanner.
I like
Yeah.
him a lot. There were some good guys, and they were being like silly, funny, whatever. I appreciated all of that. Nobody really rubbed me the wrong way apart from what's his face, Aaron S.
Yeah.
I really didn't like him on that. And I don't know if anybody else really spoke up. Was there anybody that was weird that spoke up? I don't think so.
No, like not really. I mean,
People weren't really. Usually, it's like a fight for words.
There wasn't really anyone that you're like, oh my god, who was that and why are they talking?
Looking at my thing.
I feel like that was really just the Pete stuff, but like for good reason, honestly, and for that to be brought up. Like he deserved to have his moment for being like, hey, you guys all told me to go fuck myself.
I thought Adrian was all right. Adrian and Aaron Ness were the guys early on in the season who were like the alpha, like fucking going crazy. But even Adrian was pretty. He kept it together. Aaron Ness was annoying.
Yeah.
They brought our guy Gary out for his big moment.
I'm excited for Gary.
So am I. They played a video montage that honestly had me in tears.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Just absolute. To be honest, like if that is any sign of how this is gonna go, I'm gonna be crying every episode. Like just the story of his time with his wife into the lake house,
their forever home,
her passing away like right after that,
like a month later.
Oh my god, it rip your heart out.
It's a very sad
he
story.
started like he was crying.
Yes. He was upset while retelling the story, everything about it. He seems so full of wisdom, which I think is obviously glaringly missing from all of these things. Like nobody is wise like him. But I also think that it's an interesting, different angle. I mean, we've said this. We've always been rooting for an older bachelor, whatever, like this, an elderly bachelor situation, because it just seems so much more genuine. Like these people this man specifically, this man had a love of his life. They were married. Unfortunately, her time was cut short. He just wants to have fun moving forward. Maybe he has the opportunity to fall in love again, but it's just we know that he's not there for the wrong reasons. You know what I mean? There's no question of is Gary there for the wrong reasons?
Right. The stakes feel more real.
Yes. Like
when we watch The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, it's people who are similar age to us, and we're just making fun of them because it's like this is all so absurd. It's going to be harder to do watching The Golden Bachelor. I'm just going to watch it and be like, I hope this works out.
Yeah. I just hope Gary finds a companion.
That's it.
Me too.
It doesn't have to be somebody he's going to spend the rest of his life with, or maybe it will be, but just somebody that he can have as a companion.
He even said that. He said like, Jesse asked him, are you looking for the type of love that you had with your previous wife? And he was like, honestly, no.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm just looking for someone to spend time with for however long. And it's like, that's unbelievable.
I had that. He's like, I had that love of my life. It can't be replicated, but I would like to find somebody.
Yeah.
Which is
and
nice.
I think it's really sweet that his family's so on board. Like he has 2 daughters, 2 granddaughters. They're all involved, excited, whatever. And he just, even the videos of them like at home and he's like playing pickleball and they're doing whatever. And he just looks so sweet and genuine, like really just a nice guy. Just not like a curmudgeon-y old man. You know what I mean? Like just a nice guy who's just, a loving man.
I do think we have the potential to get some outlandish characters.
I can't wait
contestants.
for the
Oh,
women.
I'm excited.
I think they're going to be great.
I'm really excited.
This is my guess is that there's going to be some genuine people, some small town Midwest women that are probably going to be that's where he's from, so I'm assuming there'll be people like that. I'm looking forward to a couple of Real Housewife types. Like that's right around that. He's 71.
Yeah.
All those girls are in their 60s. The Real Housewives.
right. Like
New
imagine
York.
if like Sonia went on.
Right. Think about Sonia, Ramona, like women like that. Like they are not unicorns. There are a lot of women that are like them.
Yeah.
And I would love to see some of that. I mean, cut them loose quick because I will get annoyed and they're not for Gary, but I want to see them on the show at the very
100%.
least. Yeah.
I mean, the one thing he said too, like had just brought me to tears again, where they asked, Jesse asked him for advice.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, just, make sure you tell your person that you love them every single day because those days are less than you think that they're going to be.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Jesus.
He was like,
Christ,
say that
Gary.
last I love you, give that last hug.
Oh,
and I was
God.
like, Gary, I'll be hugging everyone in this room.
Seriously, it was so.
I'm gonna hug everyone on my way out.
I couldn't be happier for him. I hope that it works out, and we'll all be watching. He was, it was very nice to end it on that note. So I think we can give out some stems. Nope, roses. Cut some stems.
Love it.
I've done that multiple times this season. Trent, the wheels are already turning, huh?
I'm gonna give my rose to Gary. Easiest thing in the world.
That's a good one. Good one. Good
Easiest
really
thing in the
appeal
world.
to the masses.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't thought of one before, but now I'm thinking of it. And then I'm gonna cut the stem of Aaron S. I'm sure I feel like we're probably gonna see him again at some point, probably on Paradise, and I'm not looking forward to it. But that's just the way that he is. it rubs me the wrong way.
I know. I need a clip back of where he like turned around and looked at Pete and he was like, well, you just like, well, you're a jerk, or like you're a dude. Like it was something along, I forget what term he used.
He was like, let's roll back the tapes and see what you really are.
It was like,
he
wait,
was saying
what?
stuff like that.
Yeah,
I was like, what?
Braden did get vindicated. Is that the word I'm looking for?
Yeah.
Where with the classless comment.
It was at classless, and then they said they couldn't find the footage.
Somebody said that Braden called Charity classless along the way. I forget who it was. And Braden was like, pull it up, find the clip. And then when they went to commercial, they were like, we looked, we didn't find it.
Wow.
Vindication for Braden there. So not nothing.
Wow. But then I guess he also, Charity mentioned that she, watching it back, didn't like the things that Braden was saying, like on the show behind her back. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, that's how it goes.
I wouldn't like it either.
No, I would
like,
hate it.
Yeah,
I would have hated everything that he did.
Totally, because it felt like it was saying two totally different things.
Yeah, totally agree.
Super fair. Kelly, you want to go?
Yes, I would like to give my rose to John. And I see a bright future with him. I was shocked by the pop he got. I know that we
have
liked him.
high hopes for him in Paradise.
I liked him, whatever, but I didn't think much of him really. I must have been missing something because, I saw his cute moments. I was like, oh, haha, yeah, him. But I kind of forgot about him until today. But the fact that so many people didn't forget about him, something is there. Something
the Paradise couples are stronger than ever these days.
Yeah, they are.
They are.
Truly.
They're the strongest of all.
I think Kaylin just had her bachelorette party.
Yep.
They're getting married.
Yep.
Abigail
and Noah just got engaged.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
So
too.
like that was
many.
that's a big deal. Matt, like these couples are sticking together.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hannah and Dylan are getting hitched this month.
Fabulous. It's all fabulous.
Yeah.
The only one
Joe and Serena
the only
already
one that fell
married,
apart-
but again they're getting married.
Carly and Evan, that one made me sad that they broke up.
Yeah.
Oh, I was sad about that.
You know who's
too.
also still going strong in over there in Chicago? Kenny and Mara.
Marnie?
I believe they're all.
Oh my God, really? Are they still together?
Mari? Yes.
Mari.
They're still together.
Good for them.
Good for them.
I had no idea they were still together. Good
Yeah.
for them. Good for them.
Good for
Yeah,
them.
exactly.
Fabulous.
They're just having
That really is like a high success rate.
Yeah.
it's been
Paradise
way
is
better
legit.
than
Paradise is legit. All right, so give my rose to John. I have high hopes for him and his future.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut the stem. This might be controversial.
Oh.
And you guys, this is gonna be controversial. I would like to cut the stem of them bringing out past bachelorettes to come on the stage and chit chat.
Okay.
Because while I think the message was lovely, they came out
It's unnecessary.
to tell Charity that she did a great job, whatever. The people they brought out were Trista, first bachelorette ever. Deanna, who we haven't seen since 2004, I think they said she was from. I
literally
forgot who she was.
2008, I think.
And Desiree, who we like, but they, whatever. I think that they need to stop like trotting these women out. I think they need to leave them alone.
Right.
Let them live their lives. They have served their time, okay? If you want to start picking from the pool of recent people, sure, that's fine. Bring out Gabby, bring out Rachel, bring out whoever you want.
Yeah.
I think leave these women alone and let them live their life. And it seems so like forced and weird, and it makes me also feel bad
They
for
always
them.
have to go back far enough to get the ones that are like in good relationships.
Right.
No, I
Deanna,
know.
who just went through a divorce.
I
so.
know, which is crazy, but like that, and that's all nice. But I just think that I think it's an added layer of like we get it this way. Like it almost shows how little it works when you have to dig so deep to bring people out. You know what I mean? Like if we're talking to Trista, like we gotta.
I mean, but they will.
There's got to be somebody.
They will be wheeling Trista out when she's 85 years old. Because
True. Well, she
they've
was
been
number
married
one.
for
She was
20
number one.
years.
They've been married for a long
They're
time.
like
Yes.
That's the
she
standard.
is the
Tristan,
example.
Ryan.
Like they're like, hey,
She is.
You could be.
But let her.
Trista.
I don't know. I just
I think
something
she
about
likes-
it this time.
I mean, Trista
I'm
like,
sure she
likes that title.
That's true. And so maybe it's controversial for me to say that. I think the messaging behind it was fine. I think it's obviously Charity deserves a hype up squad no matter what. But I do think that like wheeling out like, the only bachelorettes from 20 years ago.
No,
that are
I
still
know,
in
yeah.
relationships
I mean, Deanna
shines
was
a light
wild.
on the fact that it's not always working.
I would also say, and this is just from my perspective, you're speaking to an audience that doesn't know who these people are largely.
Also that makes me feel bad. It makes me feel bad being like nobody knows who Deanna
Right, and then they
is.
pull out. We have to watch the montages of like
Right,
who they
it's
are.
like-
Yeah, and it looks
it's
like it was
grainy
filmed
footage.
on it.
Yeah.
Right,
From,
you're
like,
like,
the
wait, I'm
90s,
sorry, was
you're
this
like, fuck.
1995
No,
or 2008?
literally, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And
Who did
it
they-
just looks nuts.
I also love that Jesse Palmer, like at the end, he was like, "Thank you," and he said all their names, and he said Deanna, and I was like, "That's just
Nope,
not her
that's
name."
just
But all right,
That's the one thing that drives me the most crazy about Jesse Palmer is pretending like he's been here.
right. I
That
know.
that
so great to see all you ladies
It's
again.
like you don't
I'm
know.
Like,
You maybe met in a mixer one time because you were a bachelor one time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you guys don't know each other.
I know.
who's
That's the only time that I do like. I enjoy it, and then sometimes it bothers me when he tries to act like he's in the Bachelor Nation squad and always has been,
right?
Because he hasn't.
He was anti for a long time.
He was anti for a long time, and he should own that.
Like, I don't know who these women are, and I'm not pretending like, oh my gosh, I totally remember.
No.
If you're not there, you're not there.
Right.
That's it.
Noted about
So that's my stem cut. I'm cutting that part of
super fair
moving forward, and that goes the same for bachelors. I don't want to see Sean Lowe anymore. I don't want to see these old bachelors come out and be like, "It's all good, don't worry." And it's like,
Sean Lowe's like the only one that gets.
Sean Lowe was basically on Zach's season.
Yeah,
I know.
He showed up every couple
Just
weeks.
let these people live their lives in peace. You know.
Rhea, do you want to participate or do you want to just?
I'll participate.
Okay.
I'm falling asleep. It's not you guys.
Noah loved that one.
I'm just tired.
Noah can't believe how tired.
I drank coffee today.
I watched you
had
drink coffee,
3
yeah.
espresso shots in my coffee.
Oh my god!
And I'm falling asleep. I don't know.
That's crazy. Well,
Maybe
you
it's
said
too-
this morning you didn't get it. You didn't.
And I had a Diet Coke.
Oh,
because I thought that I would
wow.
like really like I needed to, because see how tired I am. I'm like really trying to amp myself up with some
Yeah.
fucking caffeine, and nothing is working. That's how tired
Maybe
I
our
am.
catch up when we got in here took it all out of you.
Yeah, you know,
We did talk for 30 minutes.
gossip is tiresome.
It is. It is. Trust me, I know.
True.
No, I will participate. I'm going to cut the knitted rose because he tried doing that in their like fantasy suite date. He like was like, well, I'm gonna need to see more. Like
Right.
he really thinks that he's been in control of the relationship between him and
Hate
Charity. And because I haven't been able to do it yet, I will give my rose to Charity.
Oh, yay. Good one.
She has been great.
I think she's
has
been
been
great.
fantastic.
She has.
Like I have really enjoyed her as a Bachelorette. We said it when we interviewed her the first time. I was like, I just really get this great feeling from her, and so I'm gonna give my rose to Charity.
Okay.
That's a good one.
I don't have
See
a single,
that?
a single
I've been listening.
complaint, really.
I've been listening. Sitting here.
Yeah. Do we have any, like, I'm really trying to
No,
think about
she
it.
did.
I don't have any complaints about Charity.
None.
I have no
really
notes
don't.
for
Not
Charity.
one.
Her, how much she liked Braden, we were all confused about.
Right. We were confused.
But that's-
that figured itself out.
was intrigued
after
by-
after the
He's
finale.
charming.
It's going to be interesting to see, just because. Not that I think that there's necessarily a bad choice of the bunch. Just from the preview, she looks so extremely indecisive that I'm like, I'm going to be worried about her.
Oh my God, the previews. She kisses
Aaron.
Aaron.
Fully back.
Full-
Oh, he's back. He's back.
He's in.
He's in. He's in.
I think if
I
you,
just-
I don't,
He's in.
I was like,
I don't
she's
remember.
back.
I don't remember what
She
we
might
said.
have to say. She might have to say goodbye to 2 people proposing instead of one.
I don't remember what we said, but I think I might have been on the side of I don't think Aaron's
Same.
sticking around.
I totally
Yeah.
I thought that also.
No, the full makeout.
Full.
Makeout
Yeah,
secures
I'm-
a spot. That is so interesting. And then how about her in the white dress, in the dress that she's, all this is going down, and she's sobbing into her hands, and she's messing up her makeup. And so you know that
No,
like
yeah,
that was a
I'm-
bad one.
I'm
and if she has
worried.
something
I'm
after that,
worried.
she's not worrying about her makeup. That means that it's, I don't know. I'm
I'm worried that she's
drama.
saying she's in love with like multiple guys.
Yep.
Which makes me like that's too many.
All right,
3,
guys,
that's
I
too
gave
many.
her my rose.
No,
And now
No.
we're just
She
like-
still
She
deserves.
has-
She still deserves.
She has
She deserves
the
it.
Well,
whole
very
season.
much
She
deserves.
100% deserves it. I said
Yes.
I'm worried about her final choice, so we'll see what happens. I will cut the stem of Sean's trot to the hot seat uninvited.
Fair.
That guy, and I don't remember who said it, but one of the other guys was like, you would have been in love with whoever was the Bachelorette.
Braden said that.
Like,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
And I was like, honestly, agreed. Like, I really
Yeah.
do think
I
that.
saw it in the preview.
Yes. I do think that he would have gone like 150% for whoever was the Bachelorette because this is his moment to shine. Like, him jumping up into the hot seat when nobody. Hey, you were not invited up here, my guy.
Nope.
Yep.
And so that's just, that's a paradise audition right there. Mm-hmm. And I will give my rose. Oh boy.
Every rose
All the good
has
stuff.
its
All the good stuff was taken,
Just like every night has its dawn.
I love the Miley
Beautiful.
Cyrus version of that song.
Every cowboy
Oh boy.
sings a sad, sad song.
That's why I went first.
I know. I know.
Every rose has its thorn.
Cop out. I'm just gonna give my rose to bloopers. It's a fun time.
Oh,
We
yeah,
laugh,
that's a good one. Bloopers
Breaks
are
it
fun.
up. Enjoy a good blooper.
The one I thought people were actually going to get hurt when they were sitting on the couch and the thing fell from behind them.
Yes.
I was like, oh, and then like the table behind it stopped. I thought they
was
were going to
crazy.
get really hurt.
Yeah.
That was nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, them hitting their head on those chandeliers everywhere.
Yeah.
That was funny. That would be me every time. Those chandeliers were too
tall.
low
I know.
hanging. They were
You
like
are tall.
Trent, I thought
Yeah,
maybe we
but
were
those
gonna
are like-
like.
they were like
I thought
Charity's
maybe they
height.
would
She's
throw you in
tiny.
again somewhere. I don't know. Like I just
In a
thought like
blue-
maybe it would be funny if
That would've
they
been
like
nice.
had a background scene of like actually what was happening when you didn't get to do a luggage
True,
pull.
I didn't even
like
think
that'd
about
be a
that.
really funny blooper. You
If
know,
they give you
Would've
too
been.
much, you have to become SAG though, and then
true.
So true.
I got a strike.
and
Yeah.
then you won't
Do
be able
you
to be on the
think-
podcast.
How many minutes do you have to have on screen time on TV to be in the SAG?
Is that the criteria? I don't know
Yeah,
what,
Yeah,
the,
it
what
is.
the
I think it's amount of
criteria
screen
is.
time, but does it matter for reality TV?
No, I think reality TV counts.
No,
or maybe it
Well,
doesn't.
because reality TV hasn't stopped.
I don't know. It
Actually
doesn't stop.
so
And Bethany
true.
Frankel says all
No,
the reality
you're so
TV
right.
people should
You're so
strike,
right.
and they're not.
No. Sorry, Trent. You're right. You're so right
Damn.
about that.
He was like, "Wait, do I get to?"
I just
stop
want my own
working?
IMDb page.
I think that you could
should
get
have
that.
it. We can make it for you.
You could just make
Can you do this like Wikipedia?
I could try.
You can make one up right now. You
I'm
could
gonna
just
try.
get it.
I'll try to make you an IMDb page when I go back to my seat.
Perfect.
Okay.
Before, after.
Who? Yeah. Who's gonna win?
Damn.
Dotun.
I think Dotun. Oh, in the bloopers when they're all dancing, doing silly things, and then Dotun at one point was like being silly dancing. He's just such a
Their
he's
date
so,
was
like,
too damn good, in my opinion.
agreed.
Their
He's
fans
so
are
sweet.
I'm gonna go with Joey.
Whoa.
Damn,
Hey,
left
we
field.
swapped. Because I said it should be Dotun, but she's gonna pick Joey. But after Fantasy Suites, I'm going Dotun.
She seems so indecisive. I think she's gonna like panic choose. And
There's in the preview for
and like
next week,
Diane, I think like might be the
Yeah.
too good to be true choice that she doesn't pick. You know.
in the preview for next week, there was a moment where Charity
if
seems
it's
to be
Aaron?
crying. Oh my god, that'd
Oh
be
my!
nuts.
I will actually be upset. Then I will
No.
be upset with Charity.
Yeah.
I will
That'd be
be.
cr-
I don't
but
know.
we love his family, though.
We do love his family, but like,
So
I don't know.
We would
I
get
just
Christmas
feel like,
with them. Christmas with his family. If
Yeah,
she
we
chooses him.
could maybe see
That might
like,
be a
some
good
Christmas pictures,
alternative.
I
I'll be
guess.
floored if it's Aaron.
There was a moment in the preview where she, Charity, is in the back, like seemingly crying, and Joey is walking away from her.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's editing magic.
Right, yeah.
He doesn't look upset, but he also doesn't look happy.
Right.
Like he just kind of stone faced, and she's in the background and then covers her face in her hands. She could be like, "Oh my god!" Like
Yeah,
could be
maybe
anything.
excited.
Right. I also feel
But-
like they would have really, like Jesse Palmer really would have been hitting home like never happened
Yes,
before, like
never
blah blah blah.
before
Like if
seen.
she if
Right.
he did pick
it would be
Aaron.
a good plot
So
twist,
true.
and it would make for a great end of the season. But I am not rooting for that at this point. I'm rooting
No,
for
I'm
True
not.
Love.
I'm
Because
yeah.
now we have
I'm
gotten
rooting
a
for True Love as
straightforward
well.
season that I'm now just rooting for True Love.
Is there a
agreed.
chance it's nobody?
Damn.
No, she's no.
No.
I don't think
Okay.
so.
No, I think she'll choose. She's seemingly so in love.
I think she.
you know,
I
with
think
so many
she's like
people. She has
way
all these
too in love
options.
with all of them to pick none
Yeah.
of them.
I think
you know?
it's
And she's
Dalton.
gonna pick one of them
I
for
hope.
sure.
I think it's
I
Dalton.
hope so too. I
can
really
For
picture
the
love
sake
him.
of True Love.
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah.
He's so sweet, and his family was also so sweet.
I know.
They're sweet together. I, hope
I love.
that.
Hey, I would be very happy with either option.
Mm-hmm.
I just. I don't know. I feel like she might panic pick.
Yeah, I
You
hope
know?
she doesn't.
Joey?
I hope she keeps her.
Yeah.
She's had
Yeah.
her head on straight this whole time. I hope she keeps it there. You know.
Definitely. Okay, everyone. That wraps up Cutting Stems. We will be back live.
Yes.
We are coming to you live Monday night.
Live Monday night after
All
the
of
finale.
us.
Yes.
If
All
Trent
of
doesn't
us.
hit traffic.
I'll be here.
He'll be
After
here.
the live, after the final rose, we will be live.
Yes,
We will. Ooh, what are we gonna get to eat?
Oh, I don't
Oh,
know.
so
Let's
exciting.
think
Been
about
so
it.
long.
Let's not think about it
well,
right
let's
now.
decide like far in advance.
Yeah,
because we
yeah.
know that's a problem every time.
It is. It is. It
Always.
is.
All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll be back next week.
All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. Ooh, can't get my words out.
Chips in the office.
Chips in the Office, Chipmunks in the Office. And make sure you tune in Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time on Chicks in the Office, YouTube, live stream, Dyeing Noah's Hair. Going to be so much fun. We love you guys. We'll talk to you on Friday.